what up, though? It's your man DJ Caveman. We back again with them, always with DJ IronMonkey, as we come up on
Yeah.
another episode of DJ IronMonkey and Caveman talking sports, or Caveman and IronMonkey talking sports, however you want to say it. It's the two of us bringing you that elite sports talk each and every Sunday. You'll notice we're here at a later time today because getting up early was just not conducive to elite podcast situation. So
No.
we'll be giving you that elite sports talk around this time every Sunday. We'll call it 8:30ish because urban time is not exact. It's a 15-minute window.
Just about, yeah.
I feel like that's what the ish is. Like if I go, I'll be there at like 1 o'clock ish. That's anywhere between 1 and 1:15.
If somebody says 8:30, 9 o'clock, in my head, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. That's if you give the extra time. Like if I go, I'll be there between like 9 and 10. Most likely I'm showing up like quarter of 10 minutes to 10, something like that. You know what I mean? But if I say I'll be there like 9:30ish, that's between 9:30 and 9:45.
Yeah. Okay.
If I don't give you an exact time, I'm more or less likely going to be a couple minutes behind because I'm going to leave my house late because...
Well, that's the thing, too, is you got to learn some people's lingo and the way that they define things, because we all know about that drug dealer 5 minutes. Yo, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
I'm right around the corner. I'll be there, right. I'm on my way right now.
Yo, I'm at the corner at the light. 2 hours later, like, yo, what? You get bagged up? Like the fuck? You was at the light.
That means
I had to go home for a second.
Yeah. I thought I had it with me, but I didn't have it. I had to go back and get it. They're like, yo, I'm on my way. I'm about to leave right now. That means that they got to go to their connect first, and then come back to the house, and then go see their lady real quick on the way, and then eventually. Maybe they'll get to you.
If you're lucky, they stop and get some baggies rather than trying to give it to you and like ripping off a plastic bag and shit.
Yo, just take the cellophane from the cigarette.
Yeah, that too.
Burn it a little bit with the lighter so it sticks.
Yeah, when you come down, bring a bag with you.
They wrap it up in notebook paper.
Yo, for real. Tell me bring down a bag, I'm bringing down a whole trash bag, a whole 30-gallon trash bag. Like, what the fuck you bring this big bag for? Like, you told me bring a bag. I didn't know what the fuck for. Be more specific next time. The next time your 5 minutes shouldn't mean 2 hours.
That's why I go to the dispensary now.
Yeah, me too.
No issues. Dispensaries is like, it's like going from like Shaw's to Trader Joe's. Shit is just.
But sometimes I like the delivery scene.
Shit is just more organized.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes I like the delivery better.
They give you little bags. Everything is like,
you
know what I mean? Everything's
sealed.
Everything's sealed.
Properly measured.
Right. It's not going to be short.
Yeah.
It's not going to be over though. It's not going to be over.
Never.
It's never going to be over. But it's not going to be short ever either. It's going to be just what you asked for.
Yep. Made to order.
But how was your week, man?
It's pretty decent. Had a pretty nice week. I'm not gonna spill any beans, but just relax. And that was one thing that I focused on a lot this week, was just relaxing. Just going to sleep early, making sure that like when I get up, I don't just jump out of bed and just start getting going. Let's take an extra second. Just respect the fact that I'm not as young as I was yesterday. Kind of way.
Facts.
How was your week though?
Shit, I realized that I'm not as young as I was yesterday because 4 days this week, my fucking punk ass was asleep at like 7:30. Not like let me just take this quick nap and wake up at like 10, like stone cold sleep. Like where like when I opened my eyes again, it was pretty much time to get ready for work the next day.
So you opened your eyes and it was daylight.
Yeah, I was Yeah, I was washed. It was a very washed week. I even made some plans yesterday. Like, I've been going to bed early tonight. Getting fucked up. No, that's not how it happened.
Nope.
Like 6:30.
Oof. 6:30.
I was down. I
Gee,
was down for the count. 6:30. But I mean, I do work
Oof.
outside, and all this heat and humidity has been pretty rough. But
yeah. Based
night,
on your occupation, it does beat you down though.
last night I was just like, I'm about to lay down for a minute, and then I went to sleep, and then like I was waiting. I was on standby just in case I had to cover a shift at the club.
Mm-hmm.
So I set my clock for 6 o'clock just to see if I had any text messages like, "Yo, we need you to come in."
Mm-hmm.
Woke up at 6. There was no text messages. At that point, I could have easily gotten up and gotten dressed and went out. But instead, I rolled back over under the AC and
Murder She Wrote.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And I woke up at like 3:30. Woke up at like 3:30 this morning. And I was like, damn. I had text messages. Yo, bro, you coming out or what? And I was like, damn. And then you text people back at like 4 in the morning and they're like, yo, son, what the fuck? But it is what it is. That was my week, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some
the heat and humidity does weigh on you, especially when you're slinging them packages out there.
I was thinking I might get last minute tickets to that Nas show with the Philharmonic, but I would have just wasted that money because
that was good money too.
Went to sleep at like 6:30, so I would have missed the whole show, and then I'd have been mad as fuck.
Or be at the show and fall asleep at the show.
Nah, well, I have fallen asleep at a concert before.
Yeah, but it's the Philharmonic and it's Nas. But I remember one time we went to a Nas concert. It was kind of whack because number one, club closed at 2? He came out at 1:45.
Yeah, I remember that show. That was a whack ass show.
Yeah,
but I've seen Nas before, and he always puts on a dope show. I'm sure that every 40 something year old person that I know was at the show last night. So and you know what was great about it, even though this is not sports related. Almost every 40 something year old, people in our age range that grew up listening to Nas, like Illmatic and the early Nas, was at that show, and there wasn't that much video footage of the show on social media. I was like, I missed it. I'll just watch all these little clips because usually there's mad clips of people fucking videoing the whole shit.
Nah, they probably told people to zip up their phones.
No, because like when the videos I saw, everybody had their phone up, but I think nobody was like live. Like, or maybe the young kids was live, but like the people that I know wasn't going live. Like I saw some videos like after the fact. Like, yo, I was at the Nas show. I took this little video. You know what I mean? People was actually enjoying the show. So, shout out to grown folks not using their phone at concerts because they're enjoying the concert.
Learning to be in the moment for the moment.
That's right. Shout out to Bill, Big Bill Paces in the Facebook chat. What up, Bill? Yes, Bill.
What up, Bill?
We're getting old. However, we're not as old as you, sir.
It's not old, it's aged.
Aged, mature even.
Mature.
As they say. But let's get into this sports shit, man. It was a very packed weekend. Before we get into the cooking of Team USA, I just want to take a second and shout out Jim Leland, manager of the Tigers, the Pirates, and a few other teams in Major League Baseball history, getting inducted into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame today.
Yeah, Jim Leland was always a favorite of mine.
He won like almost 3,500 games as a manager, World Series title.
And he was a no-nonsense kind of guy. He was a straightforward kind of guy.
Yeah, he always seemed like the type of coach that, like, if a coach was going to slap you, it was going to be
Jim Leland.
Like old man slap, like old man military slap, like pow, like get it together.
Get a grip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the type to say get a grip.
Some old school slang.
Yeah,
Pull yourself together. Little shake in the fucking thing.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jim Leland. But now, let's get it. Let's get into this Team USA had the scrimmage or the basically a scrimmage against
Yeah, it was
against South Sudan. Scrimmage
okay.
or no scrimmage, South Sudan took it to their ass. 101 to 100. The line in Vegas was 43 and change.
43 points,
for the United States. 43. That's like like Alabama versus like the community college. Yeah. Like one of them small
Bryan College.
Yeah, like 43. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But Sudan came out firing, baby. They wasn't fucking around. They came out and it was like, yeah, fuck you. We don't care if it's a scrimmage.
Well, see, the thing about their basketball program, they have some old NBA players as the head of their basketball program out there. Plus, the NBA has a great basketball in Africa type program. I forgot the name of it, but they do very well with that. With Mutombo, I believe Mutombo is the head of that organization.
Yeah. Luol Deng is building an indoor court out there. I saw, but I think
he's a part of the team.
On the team.
No, he's part of the organization. You know, kind of like how Grant Hill is a part of the organization for Team USA. Yeah. But it's Royal Ivy. He used to play for a bunch of teams in the NBA. He was decent. Right?
Yeah,
he was highly serviceable.
Royal Ivy. He's a dope coach. They also got the G League MVP on their squad.
Who's that?
Number 4. That was like
who's it? Khalid Jones.
Yeah,
the one that had the triple double.
Yeah. He had the triple double, which is like, yo, how you gonna let South Sudan like? Here I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I know they got like some NBA caliber talent, but this is the Avengers type dream team. The Avengers. They is favored by 43, and you let a dude get a triple double on you.
All right, so this is the thing I was saying about Cooper Flag putting that work against AD, for the simple fact that, all right, Team America, it's a scrimmage. Number 1, number 2, a lot of them dudes are older. Like LeBron is pushing 20 years. Like even though like Steph and KD aren't up there, they're not as well put together as LeBron, but they're up there in years. So with them, they're like, we're trying not to get hurt. Plus, a lot of dudes on that team, like Embiid, I think Halliburton is still on the team there. They're playing with like injured dudes, so they're measuring themselves. So somebody like Sudan, they got something to prove. And if anything, like South Sudan has only been a country for the past 13 years, right? Alone.
Well, they've been a country for longer than that, but they've been.
When they broke away from Sudan, they've been a country for about 13 years. Because I remember they were saying it during the broadcast because I was watching it yesterday. And the thing about it was that's how many years probably like KD and homeboy, like Steph. But LeBron's been in the league longer than they've been a recognized country. You know?
Yeah, but here's what makes it to me like your Team USA. I don't care, like, yo, if they score like 70, 80 on you, dude has a triple double, but you win by 30. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed, like, Sudan's not supposed to play you close, is what I'm saying. And what it does is like when a team gets shown to be like they'll take their foot off the gas, and a team like South Sudan can have that kind of success against them. Because at a certain point, you got to be like, yo, these motherfuckers is cooking us. They were down 14 at the half. So they had to come back. They had to like really get together. They play some defense. You know what I mean?
But again, they're playing not to get hurt, really. And it's an exhibition game.
But what it does is it gives the rest of the world hope.
It's a rope of dope.
I hope so.
It's like a rope of dope. It's like, we could beat you, but, it means more for you and your country at this moment to play us this close. It means more to you than us at this point. Like, even if y'all win, it means way more to you guys than it means to us. Because again, it's an exhibition game, and we're not trying to get hurt. Nothing's really on the line here. Like Halliburton's not trying to blow out the other hamstring, or AD is not trying to
I get all that, but I think it's a little bit of like American cockiness that got us in trouble the last time we lost in the Olympics, because we just expect to walk in and roll everybody. Like it's gonna. Hopefully, it makes them realize that they can't come out slow. They got to come out and try to put teams away in the first half so that they can relax in the second half, instead of having to fucking play extra hard in the second half so you don't get embarrassed on the world stage. Because you know what, everybody else in the world is talking about South Sudan almost beating America in an exhibition game. So maybe we got a way better team than South Sudan. If South Sudan can come down and hit 6 threes and have a dude hit a triple double and fucking, go to work.
The thing about the Team USA right now is the last time they lost, they was just a collection of talent. It wasn't a team. And what they believe was they could just roll the ball out there and they would just outclass everybody. But they're playing against teams that have systems and actual running plays. To a degree, but see, even with Team USA, they supposedly have a program, right, with Mike Krzyzewski and Colangelo and Grant Hill running it, right? With Jerry Colangelo and Mike Krzyzewski, they're basically like the Jerry West and whoever the owner of the Jerry Bus, right, of Team USA, right?
Right.
And whoever you want to put Grant Hill as, he's the one to actually get the coach, and then from there, then they pick the talents, right? They're trying. There's more of a concerted effort, in a sense, versus just roll the ball out there and we're just gonna beat them, just because they're us,
Right.
But with South Sudan, it's like, they had a set game plan. They knew America wasn't really trying to exert too much energy. They're not trying to get hurt. They're not going to try to contest everything. So we could catch them somewhat napping, and catch them by surprise. Like, oh shit. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just beat them. Because the way they beat them was a layup from LeBron. It looked so simple. It looked so simple. It's like, but then they had to play defense on the other end. It was like, you know what? It is what it is. I was low-key pulling for South Sudan because, it will mean more to them. I wouldn't roast Team USA as much as other people would, but that's just me.
I just feel like I hope they get their shit together. Like, they got to come out in every Olympic game like the Dream Team and fucking be up by 20 at the half. They can't relax in the first 2 quarters and because you're giving teams like I don't want to give teams any hope that they can come in there and fucking they gotta play do they gotta play South Sudan is in their group C?
I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna be that close when the actually when the chips are actually on the table.
You would think so, but you've given a team in your group, in your Olympic group, hope that they could come out and have the same type. They're gonna play with no fear. They're playing with house money. We almost beat them last time. But
that means that they're gonna have to play up to that level again because they're playing they're playing over their heads at that point. So now, mind you, Team USA was probably on 25% when this team is rocking heavy at 95, 100%. That means if Team USA just gives 50% or even 75% to their 195, it's not going to be that close.
I feel like Team USA had to put in a strong effort to bring back that 14 potes.
It was lollygagging.
That's what I'm saying.
But they was playing at 25%.
But South Sudan took the U.S. team's best shot. Because they had to give them their best shot to come back. Is what I'm saying. They didn't give them their best game, but they gave them that. They gave them that 100% energy to come back Steph was hitting logo threes.
They just geared up a bit, but they didn't hit the nitro.
And I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm worried about
like it felt like Sudan was hitting the nitro button anytime it would refill. Nitro. And Team USA is like, okay, all right, cool.
I wanna have your level of confidence, but I think that they're underestimating people because they got the Avengers, and I hope it don't come around and bite them in the ass because they easily beat Canada by 10. Yeah, they've been beating teams by like 10 or 15. So like they're not really
Canada
worried.
had the lead too at one point in that game. But you see, this is the thing. All right, so this is my question: as the Avengers, right? How geared up are you going to be to get somebody robbing Walgreens? It's not even a super villain. No, it's just somebody robbing Walgreens.
I hear what you're saying, but it's like, yo, you gotta like remember, like, you're not supposed to even. None of these games are supposed to be close. I don't care if it's an exhibition game. None of these games are supposed to be close. And like, I'm not comfortable with fucking close games, close scrimmages. Like, blow these motherfuckers out, dog. Like, why are you giving teams hope? Like, it's a dangerous like game to play. To be like, nah, we're not taking these teams seriously at all. We just gonna walk through. So Group C right now is Serbia, South Sudan, and I think Puerto Rico. Which on paper looks like a really light group, but now you got Serbia, who you know is going to play them tough because they got some guys.
Serbia still made it. Wait, who does Luka play for? I thought they got bounced because they played against. Yeah, Luka got bounced. He's Croatia, right?
Yeah, Croatia, I think, or one of those.
He got beat by Greece.
You got Serbia, who they got some guys, and they've been playing together since they were like 14, so like they got like real team chemistry, right?
Yes, no, Serbia is but Puerto Rico and South Sudan, come on now.
You got
like Puerto Rico is going to be very feisty.
Puerto Rico is going to play like Puerto Rico is like the soccer dudes that play rough defense.
How is Puerto Rico not a part of America?
I don't know. I've never understood how they get like all their own shit. Like they should have a governor and whatever. But the same way, like Trinidad's a territory too. So it is what it is.
But whose nipple are we on? Puerto Rico's on America's nipple.
Listen, I don't know. I don't have the answers to those questions. What I do know is that you have a South Sudanese team now that's playing by house money. They don't give a fuck. And they're like, yo, we can beat these guys. Like, you can't give teams the belief that they can beat you because they're going to play you extra hard. I just don't think the games are going to be blowouts now. That's all I'm saying.
I
think they're still going to win the gold, but I think it's not going to be as easy a road as they think it is because they've now given teams like hope. You know what I mean? Like the first dude to knock out Mike Tyson thought that now I can knock him out. Buster Douglas knocked him out. I can knock him out. Then you get your fucking face punched in because you know what I mean? You had hope.
Well, okay, so shout out to my man Caveman. Like, you got a new show on HBO Max, right? Caveman is a very low-level villain in the DC universe, right?
Yeah, but he's I'm
not gonna send all 5 of my top Justice League dudes to take out Caveman. Like, at this point, South Sudan is Caveman. Yeah, he might get away, and yeah, he might like look like he's nice, but yo, he gotta give his best. I'm like, yo, I gotta send out my best dudes on Caveman. Come on, no.
Once Debo got punched in his face, nobody was scared of Debo anymore.
But it's an exhibition game.
It don't matter. It don't matter. We ain't scared of
you. But again, my point is these dudes are old. Like, LeBron's been in the league longer than South Sudan's even been a recognized country.
Oh, I'm glad that you got your excuses already ready for when they gotta play.
No, it's an exhibition
when they gotta play in the losers bracket because they fucked around and South Sudan came out and hit 15 threes this time instead of 10, and they lose by 2. And now they got to play in the losers bracket. It ain't no Kobe to come save them this year. They got to fucking get their shit together. Is all I'm saying. But like, as we move on to the women's side, of Team USA,
actual upset.
They got spanked by
the WNBA All Stars.
The WNBA All Stars that are not. it's weird because the WNBA All-Stars would be Team USA in a non-Olympic year.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, the last time that Team USA lost to the WNBA All-Stars, they did win the gold medal. So it seems like every 4 years they get beat by the people who didn't make the Olympic team.
Is it a tune-up game? Is it a tune-up game where they're not really giving their all?
It's because it's an
exhibit. It's an all-star game, and it's an exhibition game.
Yeah, either way, you can't get cooked by the motherfuckers who you didn't even put on the team. I think it's a worse beatdown. Like it's a worse loss for the women's USA team than the men almost losing to South Sudan, because these are essentially the women that you said weren't good enough to make the Olympic team, and they came in there and busted your ass.
But they're still all-stars. It's not like
that's what I'm saying. Like, would the WNBA All-Stars still be All-Stars if this wasn't an Olympic year? Like, I don't know. The few games I haven't watched are like.
I see your point. They're
like WNBA.
It's like the alternate
games.
teams. It's like the alternate teams.
So
it's like Caitlin Clark wouldn't have made this All-Star team if like Taurasi was available for the All-Star team.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, or it'd be East versus West, like whatever it usually is. But there's what 15 ladies on the WNBA team, basically East and West. You know what I'm saying? So like there might be a couple spots open, but like a majority of those ladies are not gonna make the All-Star game because they're playing against the All-Star teams. But anyway, shout out to Dallas Wings guard Orike.
Oh yes.
I'm not even going to butcher her last name. Ogunbowale.
Yes. Ugan.
Ogunbowale. That's the closest I can get. She was cooking them, boy. She had 34 and 6, 3 assists. I think she's the leader. I think she's currently the WNBA leading scorer too. So it wasn't unnatural for her to have a game like that. But boy, she was.
But she did it in 31 minutes.
She did. She was proving a point.
Yeah,
she was proving a point.
But it wasn't just that, because she was hitting like threes, like off balance threes. She was getting in the lane.
She's a walking bucket, man. Like I've been watching some of those Dallas games. Like she's like, there's no reason for her not to be on that team. Like if anybody got snubbed, it's her, because she's a fucking bucket.
Yeah, because people was talking about Caitlin Clark should have made that team and all that. Like, real talk. Like she played 26 minutes, 4 points, 1 rebound, 10 assists, and that's cool and all, but Angel Reese had 18 minutes, 12 points, 11 rebounds, so she got her double-double.
She's the walking double-double. She's the new she's like I want to equate her game to like, I want to compare her game to like Rasheed Wallace, because she got
I was just about to say Chris Webber for some reason, but she doesn't really have post up like that.
Nah, she needs footwork, man. Like she needs to go. She definitely, like, just by watching her game so far, like really like paying attention to her game, because feel like she's on TV like every day. She needs to get with Asia Wilson or Breanna Stewart or Candace Parker, who lives in Chicago, and really work on her post game, because she's not a bad shooter. Like she got a nice little mid-range game, but her bunny game underneath the basket is garbage.
Well, that's the thing. That's where a lot of her numbers are skewed, because a lot of her rebounds are from her own missed shots.
Hey, but you know what though? So was Dennis Rodman's. Dennis Rodman was the king of off the backboard, like
tapping it to himself.
Yeah, 2 or 3 rebounds on a possession. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hate her on that, but she definitely need to work on her footwork, because she missed way too many bunnies. She could easily be a 20 and 10. But she misses a lot of layups, man. And her post game was a little bit weak, but she got a nice mid range. She could pull them out and shoot them but then she would be more compared to like Chris Webber. But even though Rasheed had a nice
mid range game too.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I'm on it for you. I'm here.
Appreciate you, sir.
And if anything, I'm supposed to be the one that's smoking crazy weed on the podcast.
Well, I don't necessarily smoke the weed on the podcast, is all I'll say.
No, well, at least on camera.
Yeah.
So
the glasses is for a purpose. It's also part of the costume. But
Yeah. Nothing says
did you get a
sports D
chance?
like the glasses.
Breonna Stewart led the USA team 31-10,
Yep,
3 assists.
31 minutes. Yep.
My boo Asia Wilson had 22-6. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Very
3
efficient.
assists.
She's definitely the league MVP right now, halfway through the season. I think she's averaging like just under 30 or just over 30
just
a
her
game.
game is so smooth.
Man.
Like, because like even when you look at like Angel Reese and even Caitlin Clark, like their game is a little choppy at points, but Asia Wilson, oh my goodness,
she's like the KD of the league, man. She's like the KD on the men's side, just a bucket and can score at all 3 levels.
Oh yeah.
She definitely got a better hairline than KD. Come on, man. We all seen that shit. Like a low fade. A low fade is not gonna fix that.
There's so many jokes, and I'm not gonna be cruel because I actually like KD as a player.
Yo, I love KD. KD's like one of my favorite basketball players of all time. Like it's like Webb, Grant Hill, KD.
See,
Penny.
some people took it as like a slight and a diss when I was like, I put KD in the same class as Carmelo Anthony, where they're great scorers, but
KD's a much better defender, dog.
Yeah.
Leaps and bounds.
The third person I had in that one was Jason Tatum, because they're all great scorers at different levels.
Yeah, but
Tatum and
KD can lock down on D.
Yeah,
right.
Melo can too, and that's very underrated. With
Melo don't. Even
it is very underrated.
Even if he could, he's not gonna.
See, when he was paired up with Tyson Chandler, yes, because he can trust who he had on his back, right? Other than that, it was very dicey. But no, he can lock down, even when he was with Syracuse. But all that aside, like I put those 3 in the same class where out of those 3, Melo is the best leader out of those 3, but they're better off just being the ultimate scorer. When you put them in a lead position and have to score and facilitate, you're not going to get the best out of them. They're still going to put up numbers, but
Melo and Steph Curry are the 2 worst defenders in terms of elite ball players that I've ever seen in my entire life. They're like defensive liabilities, but you need to keep them on the court because they're a bucket.
Melo's so underrated. I'm not gonna get into this with Melo being underrated.
I'm not saying he's underrated. Melo's a bucket. Like he's one of my favorite players ever.
No, underrated defensively.
Oh no, he's not. No, he's not. Because he's not a defender. He's not playing OD. He's not playing OD. None. 0. His defense is I'm gonna stand in front of you if you go by me, then you go by me.
But all right, so I'll say this about Melo.
I'm not picking you up from 3/4 court. I'm not doing none of that.
You gotta save it. See, look at the teams that he was on. Because the other thing. Wait, hold on.
Except for when he was in Denver and he had Dikembe behind him.
Even when and Tyson Chandler.
And but you see, this less D because he had guys behind him that could protect the rim.
No, because this is the thing with Melo. On the teams that he was on, he was forced to be the lead scorer. So now, are you going to exert all this energy on defense if your main responsibility is the scorer? That is what they tell you. When they put Patrick Beverly on the court, he's not there to be a scorer. He's there to be a defensive guy. When you put somebody like Dennis Rodman, he's a defensive and rebounder. Everybody got a role on the team. But with Melo, because this is another false narrative with Melo. He doesn't pass the ball. But if you look at his numbers per average, he's averaging more assists per game than Kawhi Leonard. See? So the thing is he passes the ball, but he's supposed to be the lead scorer of the team.
3 assists over 2 assists is not still. I mean, it proves your point.
Nah, he averages about 7 assists, like 7.3 or 7.5 assists a game.
Either way,
through his whole career.
The rebuttal to your point is that he's expected to score. He's the number 1 scorer on the team. So was Jordan. So was Kevin Garnett. You know what I mean? Both guys that played, but they played both ways. So
Okay, but wait, with Jordan, who's comparable to Pippen for a teammate
it
for
don't
Melo?
matter. Your thing was he's the guy who's supposed to do all the scoring. You can't exert all that energy on one side and then not play D, and then you got to play D. You got to choose. Jordan didn't have to choose. Kobe didn't have to choose. Kevin Garnett didn't have to choose.
All right,
These
so
guys don't
wait,
have to
hold
choose.
on. Wait, hold on.
He's
Oh, hold on.
the
So
new
wait, you're
version of
comparing
Melo.
him to Jordan. Anybody compared to Jordan is going to look chump.
The new,
So
the
that
new
in
version of
itself,
Carmelo Anthony is Luka.
Jason,
Luka
no,
don't play no D neither. That's why they hide him on defense because he can't play defense. It's okay.
no,
You're a Knicks
no,
fan. You're gonna protect your Knicks guys.
no, Melo, no, that's false narratives with Melo. I'm gonna stand up for my guy.
Okay, as you should, as you should. Grant
Yeah.
Hill, that's another guy who played defense and was the leading scorer on his team. Allen Iverson is another guy, leading scorer on his team, also played defense. He had at least one all-defensive team. I mean,
Again, look at the teammates and the team structure.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
All right, see, I'll give you
LeBron James, and you know I'm not a LeBron fan, but even LeBron James plays defense.
All right, see, this is the thing with Melo that's different from all those guys. That was his job. His job was to be.
But he was the number one option on almost every team he played for. Tim Duncan, another defender, number one option on his team too.
Okay.
Chris Webber, another option.
Okay. Again, Melo is sneaky. Melo is sneaky and very underrated and grossly exaggerated by being a poor defender. Luka is very horrible.
I won't say that he's a poor defender.
At least 5 stages away from that. Because he's not living next door.
Because he's athletic, I won't say he's a poor defender. I just say he don't play defense. He just doesn't. He won't do it. If you got to choose,
he has blocks. Like, all right, see, he has steals.
He's even mentioned he's inferred it on his podcast 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, one of the better podcasts on the internet besides us.
Yeah, but still, he has blocks. He has steals. Like,
he's there to get buckets, and that's what he
did.
That's what he did.
Exactly.
And instead of also playing defense, I'm just saying there's a lots of examples to debunk your theory, but I understand how you gotta protect your guy. His son, I think, might be committed to Syracuse, by the way. Cayenne.
Yeah, I don't know where he committed to.
They've been showing him on Melo's Instagram page with all the Syracuse stuff on. So I know he's being heavily repeated there.
Trying to get up the INL.
Yeah. But
NIL.
Shout out to Cayenne. He had 40 in the IBL game the other day. Very efficient 40 too. Like he shot like 79% from the field, which is definitely not like his dad.
Yeah, I might have to turn back on this AC because it's my father out in the living room, to be very honest.
It was not every day that I get to, come with the Melo slander. I mean, I like Melo. He's, like I said, he's one of my favorite players growing up. But I mean,
I'm picking and choosing my battles, to be very honest. Because I do have to go. I do have to pee. And I'm holding it, so that's where you get the edge over me on this one, because I'm not gonna get that deep at it. No, see, if anything, I have my cup here, and I was like, no, I can't just in my cup over here.
Football, on a live feed. Season's coming around, so I'm sure you'll have some Lion slander that will be quickly debunked when they play the Giants.
Okay.
But as we roll into Receiver on Netflix, did you get a chance to watch any of it?
Oh yeah,
super good.
Yeah, I actually finished it.
Super good, except for episode 8, which relives the most painful moment of the season as a Lions fan.
That mean comeback.
Man, that shit was devastating to watch again. And but
just the route tree in itself and the way that some of them get about their route tree, that in itself, I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, man. I want to give a shout out to Peyton Manning for putting together like that series.
Yeah, because I guess it's the follower from the quarterback one. I guess next one might be running backs, or tight ends, or something else.
I'd like to see them do well. They included tight ends in the receivers. Well, they included Kittle. But I'd like to see them do running backs, defensive backs. I'd like to see one just on centers because center's probably the most underrated position on the football field. Those guys have to know every blocking scheme, all the play. Like they basically have to have the same knowledge as the QB. And a lot of times they're the ones calling the protections.
Wait, hold on. I actually do got to pee very bad. I have to call an audible on this one.
All right, we're gonna take a commercial break, and we'll be back.
Yes,
live podcast, baby. Live podcasting at its finest.
Yeah, I'm taking the earpiece out. I'm not taking you to the bathroom with me.
Word, because nobody wants to hear that shit.
Yeah, no, it's just a piss.
Yeah, I'll take this opportunity right now while IronMonkey's going to the restroom to remind you to hit the like and subscribe buttons on the YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe. If you're not watching us on YouTube, go to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button, specifically the subscribe button and the bell, so that you know when the upcoming episodes. We also have all the on-demand episodes available on the YouTube channel as well. So make sure that you go on over and check out all of the shows available for you over there. Also, if you're following us on Facebook, make sure you follow us on the Facebook page. We're also live on Twitch. So you can go over to twitch.com, K4 Entertainment TV, and check us out over there. Again, the shows are on demand on all the channels. And so we'll probably be going to the just audio only platforms as well. So if you can't watch us, you can listen to us, although you can listen to us without watching us on the YouTube channel as well. So those are all the places where you can catch the show. Make sure you go hit that subscribe button, Caveman Entertainment TV on YouTube, and give us a like, leave us some comments, let us know what you think of the show. And sounds like IronMonkey's coming back here.
All right.
Yeah, welcome back, sir.
Oh yeah, well, whew. I had to take one of them mean Boston power pisses.
I was just telling the people where they could follow us on all the places where our podcast is. But what was your take on receiver?
Oh yeah, so getting back to this mellow thing now. Now that I'm
that's already gone by, sir.
Yeah, I know. That both said. No, the receiver one was real nice because it got in-depth thoughts on not just the route tree, but some of the things that they go through on a daily basis. You know, and just like with their schedule, Devontae Adams, he was like his perspective on things, like with the family time and how the days break up for the week. That was insightful. You know, seeing about their personal life, it had like some air of reality TV in a sense, which I really didn't care for. But like Amon St. Brown, his was nice. You know, because I've always liked him as a receiver, but he's not really out there like that, you know? So seeing him was cool. Kittle, his was a cute story. Especially the fact that they had him and Debo, you know, which was kind of weird. But how'd you feel about it?
Yo, I really enjoyed it, man. Like I said, like shout out to Peyton Manning and his team over there. I feel like in the pantheon of like shows like Hard Knocks and like the insider type shows, this is probably the best one.
Really?
Even the quarterback one, because I do like how they give like a lot of the. I like how they like on Hard Knocks they show it, but they don't really show it. Like I like the time that they took in this to like show the family side, and I think that the dynamics of the folks that they used, they were able to show like the differences between like, listen, I'm a football player, but I'm also like a person, and I also like that they had like a good like group of guys. You know, you're Justin Jefferson, which is like he's the young guy. He lives in like a condo or whatever the fuck, like by himself with all his jewelry and shit, and like he's spending his money on like young guy shit. And then you got like Amon Ra, who's a little bit older. He's been in the league a couple years. You know what I mean? But he's got a like a little bit of a bigger family that's more involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have all the fanfare, so he's like a little bit harder of a worker. He's a smaller guy, so you know you see his like work ethic. You know, he had like the girlfriend, not the wife. And then you got the San Francisco guys, Debo, and I thought it was cool to show like just because we play for the same team and we're cool doesn't mean that our like families are like besties. You know what I mean? Like they didn't really share a suite through the whole series. You don't really see like his people. Like they're not sharing suites. They're not hanging out. Debo wasn't at his birthday party. That type of shit. Like we're cool. We're like coworkers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We root for each other, but like we have different lives. Like everybody, I think there might be that misconception that like everybody on the football team is like best friends. So I thought it was kind of cool that they were able to use two guys on the same team that weren't like best friends. Like they don't hate each other, but they don't hang. You know what I'm saying? They're not at the bar afterwards getting drinks. You know what I mean?
Where in that particular sense, it was like, look, I don't get paid to be a friend. Right. You know, like real talk. Like I don't get paid to be a friend. Like we cool because we're on the same team. Like I wish you well. There's no kind of slight. It's just like you're from a different world. I'm from a different world.
Yeah.
Respectfully, it is what it is.
Like because at first
in the Venn diagram of our life, when we're here, we're on the same team. You my boy. We laugh, we joke. Yo, come on. Outside of work, I got my wife. I
got shit going on. You know what I mean? Which I thought was great. Because at first I was like, damn, they could have used like Travis Kelce or another tight end or another wide receiver for that matter. But they could have went to Florida and got Tyreek or whatever. You know what I mean? But the fact that they used two guys on the same team, I thought was interesting because they didn't do it in the quarterback, right? Because obviously, who they're going to use the backups? That's whack. But to show just like, hey, listen, we're fucking teammates, and we go hard on the field between these hash marks. And then
wasn't Mariota? Who was the ones in quarterback? Because I didn't watch the quarterback one.
Mariota, Kirk Cousins, Kermit the Frog, and
Patrick Mahomes.
Damn, I forget the other guy.
The fourth guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I only saw the three. But technically, isn't Mariota a backup?
No, he was the start. He started the year as the starter
in Atlanta, right?
And then he got demoted halfway through the season. They were like, "Yeah, you're over there now."
No.
Which I thought was
he keeps getting another chance though.
No, he's a talented dude. He just not talented enough, I guess. But I thought that was kind of cool, like the dynamic.
A good practice guy.
My other takeaway was that Justin Jefferson is hands down the most talented receiver I've ever seen, or that I've seen since Megatron. Like, teams are gonna have to change their defensive schemes to guard against Justin Jefferson. This dude is like an unstoppable force. He had 1,000 yards in 10 games.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like when he's on the field.
And that's with a backup quarterback.
Like it don't matter who's throwing him the ball. Like it's like he's gonna if as long as he stays healthy, I can't see him not putting up like incredible numbers.
You're gonna have to cut back on the candy though.
The candy was crazy. He might be a diabetic when he retires if he keeps eating candy like that. He gotta relax. But DK Metcalf eats candy like that too. Like you heard, like his regimen is crazy.
Yeah, still,
but,
it's not a.
My other takeaway is that Kittles is like, that dude is a fucking savage, and he's also he might be like a witch, because I've never seen anybody talk shit into existence like that before. Hey,
well,
we're gonna tell them they had us in the first half, because we're gonna be hoisting the trophy in the second half. I'm screaming at the TV, shut the fuck up, Kittles. You know what I mean? Because then I had to watch that shit.
Yeah,
like that dude got magic powers. But I like his attitude in the sport. Like usually you see guys that are super, like, not that he's not serious about it, but I like guys like that are having fun out there. You know what I mean? Like he's really having a good fucking time. Like him, like guys like Travis Kelce, like they're out there having a good fucking time. You know what I mean? Getting paid to, like, you know what I mean? They don't take their life too seriously. They just take care of their bodies. They like Gronk. Like, take care of your body. You know what I mean? Plus, I like seeing tight ends that like to block. And like he enjoys that aspect of the game. So,
getting the pancake.
Yeah. Oh man, I never seen somebody so excited about blocking fucking Aiden Hutchinson in my life. And he caught him good. And I
folded him.
Again, having to rewatch episode 8, I'm wishing that I didn't watch it. But it makes me look forward to the
next season. Yeah, because if anything, during the draft, y'all got a bunch of DBs.
Yeah, man. So we'll see.
Secondary help.
That NFC North is looking real. It's looking real tough, man. You got Justin Jefferson coming back next year. Who knows who their quarterback's going to be? But they definitely they got some guys over there in Minnesota, because they were playing well beforehand.
I think Sam Donald's at quarterback.
Oh yeah, they got
drafted the young boy.
They got JJ, so we'll see what happens with that. The Bears got exponentially better.
Also, with the quarterback.
With the quarterback, and I think they picked up. Couple
Jacobs, of running backs.
They picked up Jacobs. Their defense.
Justin Jacobs? Oh, not Justin Jacobs.
From
the running back?
Yeah, from the Raiders.
Did he go to the Bears or the Green Bay?
I thought he went to the Bears. Either way, I don't really be paying attention that heavy till football season really starts. But
I think he went to Green Bay. But okay.
Jacobs is in the division now, and that's that's a handful for defenses. And Green Bay, you know what I mean? They done fucked around and got this Jordan Love guy playing good football down the stretch last year. So if he can take another step forward, like, fuck. So you could have 2 or 3 teams out of the NFC North next year. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Jake Paul knocked out another bum. Just wanted to say that out loud. I wish he would stop fighting bums. I wish Jake Paul would fight guys that he can act that are his age and his weight.
So supposedly Mike Tyson backed out because of health.
Yeah. But
so Biden's taking the Mike Tyson route. Is that what it is? He's sitting that fight out.
Yeah, I don't really know what's happening.
Against a fraudulent boxer. Like, oh my goodness.
But I didn't want to spend a lot of time. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, I know. I don't like talking about him for the fact that it's like Beetlejuice. Like, you don't want to say the name too much because you keep him relevant. Like,
yeah, that's why I'm just trying to move on. But you keep talking about him.
I didn't say his name.
Yeah. Shout out to Quincy Wilson though, the young guy from Maryland, ran 44.2 the other day in a Diamond League race, lowered his 18 and under world record. He's in the relay pool for the Olympics, so hopefully they let him get in a preliminary round. He's running so fast. The kid's only 16 years old, and he's running. I mean, the fastest time in the world right now is 43.8. So he's in the range of the fastest, like truly in the range of the fastest guys in the world, in probably the hardest race on the track uh, at the 400 meters. So I'm excited to see the Olympics starts in about a week or so. I'm super excited to see what happens with the Olympic Games. I'm actually gonna download or subscribe to Peacock so that I can watch all those obscure time sports over in Paris.
I wonder if they're gonna let Kevin Hart have his little Olympic recap. Like that's the one thing about the Olympics that I like too.
I hope Kevin Hart and Snoop get together again.
Yes,
that shit was hilarious.
With the Olympic recap. Or like even because he does the year end wrap up with Keenan, like the New Year special. Yeah, like him and Keenan has one, but yeah, I think the Olympic one is with him and Snoop.
Yeah, listen, those dudes are like gold together. Like Snoop has this like uncanny ability to pair up with people, and that shit just becomes like television gold because
him and Martha
Stewart had one of the dopest little shows on TV, dog.
Yeah.
Like I gotta, yeah. Snoop's on my wish list of dudes to just like chop it up with for a little bit. We don't gotta smoke Snoop. I mean, I know we will, but we don't got to. I just want to just chop it up with you for a few minutes, man.
People was mad at him thinking that he quit smoking.
Come on,
it was just the smokeless grills.
Yeah.
People was big mad at him.
You got your top 5?
Top 5? I believe I do. I'll let you go first if that's the case. But we got to introduce it. Come on,
I was just making sure you had the top 5. Top 5. It's time for the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 5. This week's top 5. We're talking about the top 5 athletes turned musician singers. Athletes that have moved into the music space.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, some of these people, they're not really musicians. They just did music.
Yeah, same thing. Who's it?
Really? I'll let you go first on this one. I went first last week.
That makes me feel like you're not ready. I went first 2 weeks in a row.
No, I'm ready. No, wait, hold on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I actually got 10 people on my list.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I got like a full list, but it's my top 5. So in this particular case, all right, let me do this. Let me actually start numbering them, because the thing that I like going second is I change around my list based on what you say.
Yeah. See, that's why you.
So I make it a curveball, but I have 10 people here. All right. No, I'll make him number 4, him number 5, just because. I didn't do enough research on that one. I'll make him number 2, him number 1. I have a feeling my number 1 and your number 1 is going to be the same. So when you go first, I tend to change mine just because, and I try to go left, but you want to stay the course. It's not really a bad thing, but it's what you do. All right, I'm ready.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so top 5 athletes that became musicians or delved into the music space. So after you give your list, I'll get into my honorable mentions. But my number 5, just because we was dealing with boxing. Oh shit! Damn it! I'm gonna go with Pacquiao on this one. Right, as my number 5. Granted, I had De La Hoya here and I had Roy Jones Jr. on my list. I'm gonna go with Pacquiao as my number 5. So number 4, and it was kind of tough with my list because I wanted to get them from different sports. I didn't want to try to get multiple people in the same sport. But one thing with baseball is a lot of white dudes playing guitars in a rock band. But all that aside, I went with Deion Sanders because it must be the money. Classic at number 4. All right. Number 3, just because he tried to make it as a re-release, but the song's been out forever. The song with Shaq and Biggie Smalls. So
Oh,
Shaq
you
is my
can't
number
stop the
3
rain.
because you can't stop the rain. But this is the thing. He also had the food Snickers and his Shaq food, but he still DJs. That's why he gets number 3 because he's still in the music space, right? My number 2, just because talking about baseball, right? I'm gonna go with Bernie Williams as my number 2.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right. Shout out to New York and New York Yankees and the New York legend, Bernie Williams at number 2. Number 1, probably your number 1 too, is Wayman Tisdale. He's an actual musician. He's not delving in the space. As soon as he left basketball, and even before he left basketball, I think he was doing music for like Inside Stuff too, right? Because
Yeah,
that's where I
he
learned,
used to play all the time on Inside Stuff.
right? So that's where I remember him. And then as soon as he left basketball, he just really became a musician. So Wayman Tisdale was my number 1. You know, so I had 2 basketball guys there. I had a football guy, a boxing guy, and a baseball guy.
That's a solid list. I might have gotten his name wrong. Give me 1 second.
All right. In the meantime, I'll say some of my other honorable mentions. I had Chris Webber on my list here. NBA had the NBA's best kept secret with all like different rappers, basketball players rapping like Jason Kidd and Gary Payton and Dana Barros. I can't remember what his rapping name is, but Baron Davis is still in the music space too. And Carl Lewis was on my list just because.
Carl
Because.
Lewis is on my honorable mention list because he thought he could sing.
Yeah, see him and Terry Bradshaw, because Terry Bradshaw had like a country album back in the day. And shout out to the Steelers. So that's why honorable mentions.
So my number 5 was some of our list is the same. So my number 5 was Dion.
5 is Dion.
my number 5 was Dion. You know, because he had the little single out, and my number 4 was De La Hoya because he tried to have the little Spanish career, and that shit was fucking hilarious to me. But he sold some records, so
he did.
Number 3 to me, number 3 on my list was C Webb because he actually had a record label called No Coast Records, and we had the rap van when I was living in Detroit. We did a lot of promotion for Webb. He had the rap van, the No Coast Records van and shit. Put out some decent music locally. I don't know if it ever went anywhere, but number 2 for me.
Better rapper than Kobe.
Yeah, he was. Number 2 for me was Shaq, because he had a huge hit. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of the few.
I am a true foosnick. I'm a true. I am a true foosnick.
I want to say he has a song with Big and Pac or Big and Jay-Z, one of those.
Wu-Tang. We don't need no hooks.
Oh yeah. And then my number 1 is I had his name mixed up. I was thinking of PJ Morton, but PJ Morton never played ball. PJ Morton used to be the keyboardist for Maroon 5. But Wayman Tisdale was the guy I was thinking of. Jazz musician, super dope. You know what I'm saying? My honorable mentions, Ron Artest.
Oh yes. Oh my God.
Ron Artest once left a playoff game to go on tour when he was playing for the Pacers. And Kobe. Kobe, of course, had the bilingual record where he's rapping in Italian. And that shit was super trash, son.
Respect to that, please.
Super trash. That shit was trash. Like I had a whole box. So back in the day, when I was doing promotions for Sony, we had like a box of tapes, like the shit they sent to the record store, but it was just the single. And on one side, it was like the English version, and on the other side,
Italian.
it was the Italian version. When I tell you I couldn't give these bitches away, like I walked into the club and I was giving them away. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's new Kobe, new Kobe, new Kobe. The next day, I saw so many of them shits on the street. Niggas was just throwing them shits out their windows.
Imagine if people would have kept that shit though.
I used to give them to the ladies when they came by the crib, and I thought I was on my Derek Jeter shit. You know, giving out
Derek Jeter shit.
When I was on my Derek Jeter shit, giving out the little grab bags, and shorties would come through. You know, you give them a little bottle of water and throw a little.
But wait, hold on. After you give them the tape, did they call you back? They're like, no.
Yeah, this dude's giving me the Kobe tape. I can't fuck with
that shit. I thought it was Tevin Campbell. It's fucking Kobe.
My last honorable mention is Dame, because Dame Lillard is probably one of the better up-and-coming guys right now. That's probably going to transition to music.
Easily.
Oh, and Flau'jae.
Who?
Flau'jae, the chick from LSU. She was like the two guard on LSU. She got like songs out. Like she got a song charting right now. Yeah, her name is spelled weird. Like it's like got an apostrophe in the middle. But she used to be the two guard for I think she's a senior this year, so she's still on LSU's team. Hold on, I'm gonna get her name. I don't want to fuck this up. She got bars, son. Like LSU.
Giving out the Kobe tapes. People thinking it was Tevin Campbell. It got mad. This motherfucker. And they're hitting it hard too, like they're playing dominoes. Out of here.
I really thought I was doing something with my little grab bag, sliding them the little Kobe tapes, yo. Little bottle of water. Little Kobe tape.
You know what they probably took it as, Daryl? They probably took it as, yo, this dude really don't like me. The fuck he give me that shit for? Yo, he really don't like me.
Flau'jae Johnson. FLAU apostrophe JAE Johnson.
Okay.
She got about, I downloaded like 2 or 3 songs I listened to the other day that were fucking pretty dope. Yeah. She performed at the ESPYs.
I didn't even watch the ESPYs. My ESPN days.
But she's a 5'10" junior, so she got at least one more year before she can go to the league. All SEC, second
so
team.
She's maxing out on her NIL.
Freshman of the year. Like she's she can ball.
And rap.
And rap. She averaged 14 last year. But that's the top 5.
Yeah, shout out to the endless baseball players, the white dudes that are in rock bands, country bands. And country bands playing a guitar. The Bronson Arroyos of the league.
Right.
Fuck them. Bernie Williams, All Day Baby, number 2. Even though that's Jerry Jeter's number. You know, he's number 2 on my list.
But that's going to do it for another episode of Caveman and IronMonkey Talking Sports. Yo, this is our new time, Sunday nights. Get with us. Follow us on all the socials. Go to the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to, as many subscribers as possible. So let's get there. Let's get to 500 first. Maybe we'll go do a little giveaway. We'll have to figure out what we're going to give away, but we're going to give away something nice for shizzle. Maybe a custom Daddy Dearest bead piece, as you can see. DJ IronMonkey wearing right there, handcrafted. You know what I'm saying? Go to daddydearest.com or Daddy Dearest on the Instagram. Get yourself.
Wait, is this how the young boys be doing it nowadays?
Yeah. Get yourself a couture, handcrafted, one of one. But
Somebody not even did that shit. Wait. Let me do the other side.
Word. That's going to do it, guys. We'll check y'all on the next episode. Peace.